Hey, what's up everybody? It's Brentley, and in this video I wanted to go over some of the basics of the VIP demo and what we experienced, and kind of what to expect when the free play demo comes out on February 1st, and then talk about the story missions, the Stronghold. We'll take a look at some of the customization, we'll talk about the loadouts, we'll walk around Fort Tarsus and look at some of the NPCs and how you interact with them, which is part of the storytelling of Anthem, and just very quickly go over some of the expectations if you run into any issues and how to fix them as well. So let's get into it. Alright, so the VIP demo got off to a little bit of a rocky start on Friday. There were issues with the servers actually getting into the game. We had infinite load screen issues. Missions would only load to 95%, and then you couldn't get in. The sound would cut out during gameplay, and our refer a friend codes weren't available to us, and I wasn't able to get into mine until very late Saturday night, about 2 a.m. and I didn't get to share them with anybody except for a couple of friends, but that's okay. We have the open demo coming out. Now if you run into any of these issues on February 2nd when the open demo is available, and I'm hoping that BioWare has everything worked out by then, and I'm sure they will, but if not, if you run into an issue where you're loading into a mission and you see the load bar get to 95%, shut the game down, go back into it. You're going to be asked if you want to join the mission that you were already in, and you'll be able to load in and everything should be good. If the sound cuts out, well, there wasn't really a fix for that other than we just had to keep on playing through, and we had fun and made up our own noises and pew pew, so it was cool. No big deal. But the server issue should be fixed. We had no issues after Friday night loading in and being able to play and enjoying ourselves. Now during the demo, you're only going to get a very small portion of the actual story that will be available once Anthem drops on February 22nd. This small portion will allow you to interact with a few of the NCPs that you'll meet inside Fort Tarsus. Now this is where the story and character-based building blocks are an important piece to Anthem. You will have choices on how you respond to each character, and these choices will determine the relationship you build between you and the characters of the game. Now I really enjoyed the interaction, and it felt really solid direction. The scope of how this works for Anthem is great in storytelling, and I can't wait to find out more when the game actually comes out. Now after the story missions complete, you'll get to play a Stronghold. Now a Stronghold is meant to test your skills as a freelancer, so you and your friends will squad up. You'll need to work together to beat each stage or level of the encounter during the Stronghold mission. Now your Javelin's loadout / build will be a very important piece to victory here, and I really encourage people to play with their friends. We encountered one instance when it was just two of us teamed up with two other randoms. Well, one of the randoms actually didn't understand the mechanics of one of the stages, and it held us up for almost a good 30 minutes before we just quit out of it and they just restarted the thing, because they were holding on to a piece of an item that needed to be used to get on to the next stage, and they just took off randomly and went someplace else. I think this has been brought up to the devs at BioWare, and they are working on a solution to this, so hopefully that's something they'll get through this next week before the open demo does come out. Let's talk about pilot progression and leveling up. So you start out at level 10 and can progress all the way up to level 15. You'll gain experience points for each activity that you finish, and then how you perform in the gameplay also grants you experience points. So examples like pulling off combos, how many kills you get, weapon experience, and then reviving your teammates. So just a few examples of gaining some experience while out there in gameplay. Now while you play the game, your drops will consist of common, uncommon, and rare for all, like weapon types, grenades, components, and javelins. Access to the customization screen will include all colors and the ability to create custom colors, large variety of material and surface textures, alternate armor pieces that you can purchase, and a handful of vinyl skins that you can customize as you see fit. They have the ability to create and save loadouts of your javelins so that you don't have to keep going back and forth and changing up the gear. And lucky enough, you'll have 100 coins at the beginning of the demo to use to purchase, vanity items, whatever you want. And all the items only cost 25 coin, and you'll get more coins as you play the game via. Now, I didn't go into every single detail of the demo. This has just been a basic overview to help you get started when the open demo comes out on February 2nd, which is next weekend. The demo really does have a lot to offer. You can go in, read some of the lore, check out the challenges. There's a library, there's tutorials. There's a lot for you to experience in the demo, and I want you to find that out for yourself. So get ready for the open demo. If you have any questions, post them down in the comments below. I'll answer them as quickly as I can. And until then, I'll talk to you next time.